Okay, this is the timer I'm going to install, and it's an Intermatic. And I've had really good results with this. This is a 4-hour timer, and there's other timers you can get. You can get a 2-hour, 4-hour, 8-hour, 10-hour, even a 12-hour. No 6-hour. I've never found a 6-hour for some reason. But this one is a 4-hour. It doesn't make sense to do anything more than that if you're trying to conserve energy with a vacation condo rental and having your air conditioner on more than 4 hours at a time. Okay, now this is what it looks like, and if you noticed before, let's take a look at this real quick. You notice anything different to here? See, this one's got little ears. This one does not have ears. The reason why this doesn't have ears is because I cut them off before. And if you look real careful, see that little line there? That's where you snap this off. And I don't just bend it off right there. I score that first. And the reason why I'm going to do that is because I installed a cut-in plastic box from before. And usually on cut-in boxes, see how there's an depression there. See how it kind of dips in right there at the top and bottom. That's exactly for the reason why I had to cut these little tabs off, so that when I put this in, the tab fits in between that, and that sets the thickness of this right here inset a little bit so it doesn't stick out too far. Because see, if I put this one in a cut-in box, the cut-in box works where the plastic tabs of the cut-in box actually fit over the sheetrock. So and most electrical boxes don't do that. The sheetrock is flush with it, okay? Then you can put something like this on your duplex electrical outlets and light switches. You just leave the tabs on. But for a cut-in box, you then take those tabs off, okay, to make it look like that. There's a tip for you. You know, I don't think I've ever done a video on replacing the 4-hour timer. Now, if I did, if you've seen that before, you know, it might behoove you to go ahead and watch this anyways, because you might learn something different. I might say something different on this video than another one. There's no way I can repeat something word for word. So you never know what I'm going to say next. Okay, so now I've got some dikes here. I call these electrical dikes or cutters. And I'm going to take that right there, and I'm just going to score it. See, I'm not going to like cut it off. I'm just going to like that. Now I can take that right beyond it, right there. Not too far away, because that could still bend right there, okay? I'm going to go right there and gently bend this back and forth. And it looks like I should have cut it or tried to depress it a little bit more. Okay, now I can get it right in there and hang on to it there and pull it off. Okay, now see, if I didn't score it at all, it could start bending this, and I don't like messing with that. Okay, so I just go ahead and score this. Sometimes I can cut them off, you know, when I do this, but I have to do it down low, down on the ground, kind of on my hands and knees. Trying to just show you here. Boy, look at this, look at this. Wow, I'm gonna have to be careful with that. This whole thing started bending, and normally it doesn't do that, and I don't see a way to tighten that up, so I'm gonna hang on to this. Okay, now I can gently wag this back and forth. Waggle, 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 waggle. Kaboom. Alright, I didn't really have to do that before. The last thing I want is to break this, and when I get done I can look at that, because if yours is pushed in or pushed out, you want that straight so that when you screw it in, you don't have your whole timer pushed out too far or in the box too far. That makes sense? Okay, let's try that again. I'm going to just hang on to that. Boy, I'm trying to do this in such a way to where you can see what I'm doing on the camera. I guess that I guess that kind of works by holding it with a pair of pliers. If you don't have any pliers, then you'll have to score it more. Let's try holding it with the pliers and not scoring it at all. So you shouldn't have to, because that little indentation is already in there. Okay, look at that. Boom. I might have just learned something there myself. That was nice. That went nice and easy. Instead of sideways, take the end and go up and down. Okay, so now I look at that. That one, that looks pretty straight. Okay. All right. Okay, on to the next step. I know you can do this. Just keep watching. Don't pay an electrician to come out. You pay someone to come out. They're going to charge you, like, for their labor service call, probably $95 to $125 plus the part. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to explain to you where I got this. And I probably saved, no joke, I probably saved about, I'm going to guess maybe 20 bucks by the way I'm going to show you how you're going to buy this timer. Okay, you ready for this? Keep watching. Okay, I told you how I'm going to save money by this timer. It cracked me up. The first time I went and got one of these timers, incidentally, I went to Home Depot. They did not have these, and I think Lowe's did not have these either, and I don't think Ace has them. They have some timers, and maybe not the very same one, but I couldn't find any 4 hours timers, okay? And I'm not sure if they were Intermatic or not, but I went to an electrical wholesale house, and I told them what I wanted. They had them. Sure enough, they had them. They were like $42 or something, and then they didn't even have them in stock. He had to special order it. He then charged me the shipping fee, and I had to drive all the way back to the other side of the island twice. First to go get them, and then they didn't have them in stock. Then drove all the way back, and then a week later I had to call him, and sure enough they had them. He was saving two for me, and I went back out there, drove all the way back over there to get them. I don't know, $42 or something each, and then shipping on top of that. Nothing doing after that. I thought, hey, that's crazy. We're talking crazy money now. I thought, is there another way to order this? And sure enough, what do you suppose I did? I went to Amazon. Believe it or not, they had these, and they had them for like, I forget what it was, $26 each? Something like that. And I almost saved like $20 each. And if lots of times, here's another tip for you. If you only need one, maybe you don't have enough money, maybe you don't spend enough. You have to spend X amount of dollars before sometimes they'll give you free shipping, depending what you buy, okay? So I went ahead and I bought 2 timers, and it was free shipping, and it was shipped right to my door, and they were in stock, and it didn't take very long to do it. And I saved about, plus the shipping, I must have saved, I'm going to guess $65, $75 because I had to pay for the shipping. You go to an electrical wholesale house now, maybe they have them in stock, and you got to pay $42, $44 each for these timers, okay? You go on my site, and I should have a place where you can click on there, and it will take you directly to Amazon, and you can buy your own Intermatic timers. Or if you don't need a 4-hour timer, you want a 2-hour timer, hey, click on the Amazon link and see what they have. 2-hour, 4-hour, 8-hour, 10-hour, 12-hour. I think they got all those. Like I said, I don't think they have 6, but you could prove me wrong and tell me later. Okay, so lots of times I'll go to Amazon. When all else fails, check Amazon out. You can always go to Amazon. If you're on my site and you want to get something, just remember, click on the Amazon site there and go do your shopping right from there. There's a tip for you. Okay, so the next step, we're going to have to put this in, but they give you a little plastic bag, and then see, here's the little screw, and see, it's got this little washer, it's a little guard, and it's square, okay? It's got different ridges on it, and you just take this and you pop it in there, okay, like that, and you just tighten it up, and then see, you can look on the side, right? right there, and you just look and see when the metal thing starts getting close. See, I can see it now, right in there, and then when I slip it on, it's going to go right in there. So, okay, so, and it's funny, these only have an area for slots on one side. There's no slots on the other side. Okay, at least I don't think there is. Yeah. Well, you know what? There might be slots there. But I'm looking at this, and I'm looking at the wording is right side up, and it says load. It says load at the top left, and yeah, I think you can flip it either way, and yeah, that's how the other one is too. Okay. But I know this is facing up because there's a little groove in there, and then you take the little handle, and the handle's only going to fit one way. See that little slot in there? Make sure you put it on properly. And it's going to go like that, and it's going to turn to the right. Okay, from there. So I know this is facing up. So, you know, I'm pretty much ready. And I looked at it. I already confirmed the writing is up. And it says load. It says load at the top left, right there, line at the bottom. And that's how the other one was. You remember? You have a question about that, you can run the video back for that, okay? So now, all I have to do, I got the tabs broken off. Because see, if I left those tabs on, can you see how that would have stuck out? I should have held that up there with the tab on. And you would have seen that it would have stuck over the edge of this indentation, okay? So the next step is we're just going to attach it to these screws again. Easy peasy.